What happens when a YouTube channel becomes too strange even for the internet? When the videos stop feeling like content and start feeling like warnings? This is the case of username 65, a cryptic channel that surfaced quietly, spread through word of mouth, and then vanished. Not deleted, vanished. The videos? Distorted, the metadata? Broken, and the people who followed it left with more questions than answers. Today, we explore one of the most unsettling internet mysteries you've probably never heard of, and no, this isn't a game. Or maybe it is. First spotted in mid-2020, no profile image, no channel banner, no description, no tags, no thumbnails, just strange uploads. Each video had a numeric title like U6504403M. Redditors on r or Unresolved Mysteries and r or arg started noticing a pattern. The videos only appeared between 3 o'clock a.m. and 3:30 a.m. EST, no exceptions. If you checked during the day, they'd be gone. But users swore they saw them the night before. One viewer, at TunnelWatcher22, posted a screen recording, VHS-style hallway low-frequency hum. Caption read, "This is not your hallway." The comments were obsessed, but strangely, most of them disappeared after a few hours. Even screenshots failed to save them. Some called it a glitch. Others said it was deliberate. Style: analog horror meets liminal space footage. Examples: U65019 showed an infinite office with flickering lights and unintelligible whispers. U65033 featured a long escalator moving upwards. Forever, one of the creepiest videos, was U65051, 7 seconds long. It showed a glass door shaking violently, while muffled laughter played in reverse. The strange part: users across multiple forums said they dreamed about these spaces before they watched the videos. Is it just visual suggestion, or something more? Popular community theories. 1. Alternate reality game. ARG. Fans found hex code in the audio track that spells "We exist between." Some believe it's part of a horror ARG tied to the Backrooms or CCP universe. 2. Experimental art project, a hidden artist exploring subconscious memory through liminal visuals and horror sound design. 3. AI-generated reality loop theory. Username 65 is run by an autonomous neural net that generates new locations based on dream data and audio frequencies. But here's the strange part: no creator has ever taken credit. No copyright, and a watermark. Nothing. In October 2022, everything changed. A new upload appeared titled, U65000, "You're already here." The video was static for 5 seconds, then flashed viewer usernames likely scraped from YouTube comments. Background: a dimly lit hallway with the red exit sign always in the distance, never closer. One user claimed that their YouTube handle appeared in the frame just for a split second, but when they tried to replay it, the video wouldn't load. 12 hours later, channel Goneril reads, "This channel does not exist in archive. Org's backups show 400 for errors." Some say this was the end of the ARG. Others think it was just the beginning. Deep Reddit threads were locked. Mysteriously, Discord, a disk dedicated to decoding username 65, started banning keywords like backhall and U65. A few creators attempted to recreate the channel, but none could replicate the feeling. Now, searching username 65 on YouTube gets almost nothing. Just reaction videos, conspiracy threads, and fan recreations. Eyewitness claims. Some viewers reported echoes of the videos appearing in YouTube recommendations as private links, titles like "Return Signal" or "You Never Left." Here's what I think. Username 65 was either a very well-crafted horror project or something that emerged from collective digital consciousness. The videos seemed designed to tap into shared memory, spaces we all dream of, but never see. Could it be a liminal space simulator? A test run for AI-generated horror storytelling? A digital myth created by the community, and now alive in its own right? Either way, it shows how blurred the line is between internet fiction and modern folklore. So, what do you think? Was username 65 an ARG? A horror art piece?
What if you found a search engine that didn't just show you websites? It showed you things no one else could see. No ads, no branding, no homepage. Just a black bar, blinking. And once you searched, it felt like it already knew what you were going to ask. That's the legend of Vantanet, the internet's most elusive mystery. It's not on Google, it's not on Reddit, and even people who found it can't seem to find it again. Welcome to a story about the dark corners of the web that feel like they were made just for you, and only you. First known mention, a 2016 post on a now-defunct coding forum. User Sparrowloop claims they clicked a corrupted link that opened a blank black page with a blinking cursor, like a command line. The site URL was simple, vantanet.system. They typed a phrase, "Where do lost pages go?" The engine returned dozens of broken, archived, or impossible to index web pages. Some were from sites that had been offline for years. Others didn't seem to exist at all. Sparrowloop shared screenshots, old message boards, early 2000s style layouts, chat rooms still active. But when others clicked the link, nothing loaded. "The page only worked for me," Sparrowloop wrote, "and only once." Over the years, a handful of users across obscure forums and anonymous boards claimed to have used Vantanet. Each one described different results, almost like the engine showed different things to different people. Examples. A college student found a page where someone had documented their daily life in real time, including events that hadn't happened yet. Another user found a 3D map of their childhood home before it was built. One user searched their own username and found forum posts they never wrote, dating back years. Nothing illegal, nothing violent, just pages that felt wrong, too specific, too old, or too personal. None of the pages could be copied or saved. Screenshots corrupted, archive tools failed. If Vantanet is real, where did it come from? 3 major theories exist in the community. 1. The abandoned project theory. Supposedly developed by a startup in early 2000s to archive the unindexed web using neural contextual search. Project was never launched due to memory overload issues. Someone may have leaked a test version that still floats online randomly. The shadow crawler theory. Vantanet isn't a site. It's a crawler that appears when specific IP patterns are triggered. Uses browser history and location metadata to surface contextual echoes, ghost pages, drafts, and versions never published publicly. 3. The fictional AI entity theory. Some believe Vantanet is not real at all, but a mass digital hallucination. An ARG seeded by shortwave broadcasts, online fiction groups, or interactive digital artists. No dev team ever claimed it. No domain registrar lists it. And yet, the stories continue. One of the strangest patterns around Vantanet is what's called the disappearing domain effect. Users who discovered Vantanet often posted links to the pages they found, but hours later, the domains expired, redirected to parked pages, or returned 404s even on the Wayback Machine. It's like Vantanet never indexes stable pages, only digital echoes, forgotten prototypes, or something in between. Some even claim the domains matched old bookmarks they hadn't opened in years. One user posted, "I found my old GeoCities blog, but I never finished building it. The page had things I never typed." Users reported a strange counter in the corner of the page that read, "You are user me just12, then 14, then 19. No login system, no analytics, no cookies. Just a counter, always increasing. Some say it counts unique minds, not accounts. Others say the number resets at midnight. No one knows for sure." One thread called it the census bug, suggesting the engine isn't tracking users, but observing interactions. The counter wasn't about who was there, but who remembered it. Here's what I think. Vantanet is either a perfectly executed digital legend or a lingering artifact of something experimental. It may use archived search APIs and glitchy metadata to render temporary phantom sites. The personalization might be real, drawn from cache, browser, or behavioral prediction. The counter, a feature for effect, or a remnant from a dev tool. But the real reason Vantanet haunts people is this. It feels like a mirror, a version of the internet that watches back and only shows you what you were meant to find. So, have you ever found a site that didn't feel quite right? Have you searched for something and found more than you expected? If so, let me know in the comments. Have you seen Vanternet or something like it? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own digital mysteries.